you're going to find out the secret to making irresistible catfish pepper soup. If you love hearty soups and stews, this is going to blow your mind. This catfish pepper soup is so fragrant, so warming. Whether it's on a cold day or on a regular day, you're going to love this recipe. Spicy. Oh, let me take that again. The soup is spicy, it is aromatic and loaded with health benefits. So let's get right into it. Let me show you everything we need. You need some catfish. You can get this from an Asian store. I had my fishmonger clean and cut the fish into steaks for me. Some lemon for washing the fish, some garlic and ginger, some njangsa seeds, some white pepper. This is my secret ingredient for pairing with fish. This thing makes fish taste so good. You could use whole white pepper or you could get ground white pepper. Some aidan fruit. In Cameroon, this is called four corner. How do you call the spice in your country? Let me know in the comments. This is going to infuse the soup with so much flavor. Some seasoning cubes or Maggi. You could also use bouillon powder. Then some pepper soup spices. These are already ground, but I also wanted to show you guys some of the spices that go into a pepper soup spice blend. In case you're not familiar, the aidan fruit I just showed you, typically this would just be dropped in the pepper soup to infuse it with flavor. But then look at this is bush pepper. Then this is African nutmeg, also called bebe or ehuru. And then right here, this is, I've forgotten how this is called, but grains of saline in English. And then it's also called uda. And there's another name for it I'm trying to remember, but I can't remember. So all of these are very fragrant. A medium onion. I've just quartered my onion so it can blend easily. Then I love to add 1 tomato to my catfish pepper soup. Normally I don't add tomatoes to pepper soup, but with catfish pepper soup, I love when it has a little bit of color to it, and tomato helps with that. I also have here some red jalapenos. I got this from my local Asian store. I was very fortunate to find them out. I was so excited because I love when the soup has specks of red. If you can't find a red pepper like this, no worries, your soup is still going to taste great. As a matter of fact, I made it without a red pepper like this, and it was still really good. So no worries, I just love that I found that. Okay, then also I have 1 habanero here. Habanero is really hot, so one goes a long way. It's really spicy, but as always, you can adjust the spice level to your taste. Then this is just 1 pepper from the garden last year. I found it in the freezer in my pepper bag, and I decided to add it. So I'm going to blend this together with the onion. And the final ingredient that you need is Thai basil. I really love Thai basil when I'm making pepper soup because it has a fragrance that I don't even know how to explain it, but it's so fragrant, and it goes so good with pepper soup, especially when it's fish pepper soup. It's so fresh, so fragrant. This is the finishing touch that just takes this pepper soup to the next level. So some Thai basil, but if you cannot find Thai basil, use regular basil. By the way, I got this from my local Asian store. Of course, you need salt for seasoning and for washing of the catfish together with the lemon. So these two, we're going to use this to scrub the fish. Okay, let's go on and scrub that fish. To the fish, I'm just going to add some salt. I cut the lemon in half. So this is what I'm going to do, squeeze some of that juice, then use that to scrub the skin of the fish. And that's because catfish can be really slimy. So this helps to cut the slime. So I'm just going to make sure that I go into every piece and I give it a scrub. The salt acts as an abrasive to help remove any slime that is on the fish. My fish is not as slimy because I think the fishmonger ring stick for me. So I've exhausted the first half of lemon. Just going with the next one. The lemon also adds freshness to the fish, takes away any fishy smell that is unpleasant. Then now I'm going to rinse it at least 3 times. I'll add the rinsed fish to my pot. Actually, I'm going to take out the head because my pot is so shallow. I'm using a shallow pot so that you can see what I'm doing, and if I add the head, there will just be too much in there. So this is the best pot I can use right now. So to make sure that you can see well, let's take out the head there. And I'm not throwing the head away, I'm going to use it. Blend together the garlic, ginger, njangsa seeds, white pepper with some water. Blend into a smooth paste. Add the spice blend to the pot. Then add the onion, peppers, and tomato to the same blender with some water. Blend into a coarse blend. I love blending the peppers and onion coarsely so they can lend some texture to the soup. They also make for a prettier look. The pepper blend to the pot. Add a teaspoon of salt or to taste and the Maggi seasoning cubes or bouillon powder. Add the pepper soup spices. Then rinse the blender with water and add to the pot. Add enough water to be at the same level as the fish. Add the aidan fruit. Turn on the heat to high, cover the pot and bring to a simmer. Once the pot starts simmering, turn the heat down to medium-high and let it simmer until the fish is done. It takes about 15 minutes for the fish to be done. Do not stir fish pepper soup or the fish will break. Instead, spoon some of the soup over the fish, hold the pot and shake from side to side. While the soup is simmering away, I'm going to prep the basil because I'm going to sprinkle it over the soup at the end. So I'm just plucking the leaves from the stems. This smells so good. Then I'm going to mince it or slice it just like that. The moment I've been waiting for. Let's give it a taste. Spicy, so fragrant, so good, you guys. The perfect soup for warming you up. I'll finish up by adding the Thai basil. I made some white yam to serve with the pepper soup, so I'm going to put some yam in my bowl here. Then I'm going to add some of that soup. Oh, the tail is coming to me. The tail loves me and it wants to come to me. Look at that. Oh my goodness. It's unlike any catfish pepper soup you've ever made, you've ever seen. Look at that. How gorgeous is that? Add a second piece of fish. Bon appetit! Feel free to use as little or as much hot pepper as you would like. I feel healed just eating this. So good. The flavor is out of this world. It's just so good, and that fresh basil. I have a delicious plate of food to attend to. I share insanely delicious recipes for the whole family. If that sounds like something you would love, be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel and click on the notification bell. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye. Before I forget, for the full recipe, go to my blog, treasurescore.com, and the full list of ingredients is going to be in the description of the video.